Today let's talk about antiplatelet and anticoagulant therapy in the 2025 ACC/AHA guideline for acute coronary syndromes. Key recommendations. The 2025 ACC/AHA, ACEP, NAEMSP, SCAI guideline for the management of patients with acute coronary syndromes, published in this issue of JACC, replaces the prior US guidelines on the management of ST segment and non-ST segment elevation, acute coronary syndrome. The new guideline provides an excellent evidence-based framework for diagnosis and management of type I ACS, i.e., in the setting of atherothrombosis. This guideline commentary highlights the key recommendations related to antithrombotic therapy, compares the 2025 guideline with prior American College of Cardiology, American Heart Association, and European Society of Cardiology recommendations, and offers reflections on recent changes and opportunities for further clarification. With respect to antiplatelet therapy, early initiation of aspirin and an oral P2Y12 receptor inhibitor remain Class 1 recommendations. The new guideline recommends either ticagrelor or prasugrel, Class 1, without distinction between the two, as the preferred P2Y12 inhibitor in ST segment elevation myocardial infarction or non-ST segment elevation myocardial infarction. If these agents are contraindicated, not tolerated, unaffordable, or unavailable, clopidogrel is recommended. The initiation of oral P2Y12 inhibitors before transfer to the catheterization laboratory is recommended if there is an expected delay of greater than 24 hours, Class 2B. In patients undergoing percutaneous coronary intervention who have not received a P2Y12 inhibitor, intravenous cangrelor may be reasonable, Class 2B. The recommendations for the duration of dual antiplatelet therapy following acute coronary syndrome are more nuanced. The guideline recommends a default dual antiplatelet therapy duration of 1 year after acute coronary syndrome for patients without high bleeding risk, Class 1, but where bleeding risk is a concern, it recommends ticagrelor monotherapy 1 month after percutaneous coronary intervention, Class 1. Clopidogrel-based dual antiplatelet therapy duration is recommended for patients with ST elevation myocardial infarction who receive fibrinolytic therapy. In patients with non-ST elevation myocardial infarction who undergo medical therapy alone, the guideline gives a Class 1 recommendation for aspirin and ticagrelor. In conclusion, the 2025 ACC/AHA guideline for diagnosing and managing acute coronary syndrome provides thoughtful, practical, and actionable recommendations for antithrombotic therapy. When paired with available resources and individual characteristics and values of patients, they can help clinical practice and medical practitioners until further data emerges.